Thank you for visiting our channel. Today I came out to review and also quick unbox this awesome looking Android box. This is called Classic AI and it is done by a company called BuzzTV. They came with another ginormous, awesome and very jam-packed box. I have to mention that if you are going to watch this on YouTube, it's just going to be YouTube friendly. So if you want to watch the full review that we're going to cover everything, then the link's going to be in the bottom, which will take you to our website, which is xctex.info. Except that this comes with Wi-Fi 6 and also the latest version of AM Logic chipset and more. Bluetooth remote is part of it. I do not want to forget, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, click the subscribe button. Make sure you share this with your friends and family. Make sure you click the notification icon, select all, in order to get notified once we have a new video out. On top of that, if you have a question, drop them at the bottom of the video. We'll have to help you out ASAP. And don't forget to click the like button. It really motivates us to make these type of videos quickly with a little more detail every time. And here are all the components that are part of the box. Now for user manual, they have given you this page itself. Now on the top, it will tell you what website that you have to visit to learn about the remote itself. And the bottom of it is the quick user guide that you can see online. Doesn't matter if you want to use the computer, go here, or you can use your phone to scan this QR code. And that way you will get more access to learn more about this box. Now it does come with this HDMI wire. I really like it, because it is inside of a Ziploc, so it is nicely packaged. It comes with this power adapter, and as you can see, it is very customized. It has their logo, and then you do have the regular USB 2.0 connection. Now going on the other side of it is where you're going to be able to open, and this way you can connect this to the power. I really like that. It is 5 volt 2 amps as it mentions. Now this is not the only thing. It also comes with this little wire part. One side is USB 2.0, the other side is USB Type-C, which goes to the box itself. So let's go and connect it right now, and this is how it really connects, as easy as that, and then that way you can connect this to the box. Here's one of my favorite parts about this box itself is the remote. It is a very ginormous remote, and yes, you have to open the back, take it out. Usually these are sitting inside of a plastic because of the scratches, and yeah, that was so satisfying to take out. And now let's go to the remote itself. This is how it's been designed. It is very big, and now we do have the older ones, something like this one. This is a very old one, and yes, you can see the size comparison. This is very big, and on top of that, the older one from the 4000 series is right beside it too, so it does look a lot better. And let's go from the top. So yes, you can program this. You can see there's no writing here, but when you go to user manual, we'll teach you how you can program this with your TV. Now remember that it's only going to work with IR. Now if your TV is going to be either connected via Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, this is not going to really help you out to connect these to the TV. But there are some settings, and they do have some guides online that you can check, and I'm sure you're going to learn a lot from it. But you can go to power, source, volume down, volume up for the TV itself. It's all over here. Then you do have the green button. Now that one is for the box itself. Then you do have some little favorite buttons. You can see that. You're going through it. All the buttons are there that you can play with, and that way your box works perfectly with this. But you do have the mic button. This is Bluetooth remote, and also it is IR. There's the menu, the guide button, navigation key with the OK in the middle, and then you do have the return key, the mouse button, and then we're going to test that if it's a static or air mouse. And then you do have the home button, you do have the back button, info button, volume up and down, channel up and down. Yes, inside of the actual live TV you can use these, so you can go channel up or down. And then you do have the media buttons, which is right over here. And then you do have the colored buttons, which is very useful to use it inside of the Buzz app. You do have the numeric button, and then you do have the page down and page up. And I really like it that they have written the model ID right in the bottom, and also their company name. Now flip it in the back. It has this little cut design that no other companies have it. I really like that. And once you open it, you can put 2 AA batteries. These are energizers that is part of this box. And then once you buy it, it is coming with the batteries. And then you're going to put it inside. Now when you go around, there's nothing here. but the IR is right at the back of this. And then going around, it really looks good, and the way that it has been set up. So some people do have some issues before with the pressing the button and pressing more than one. So this is really good because it's been spaced a lot wider, and it is a big remote, and it does make sense to carry this with you. And then comes the big part, the box itself. Now I really like it how it's been packaged. Once you take it out, this is how the box really looks. Yes, it is not different color, it is just blue and black. It really looks good the way that has been designed. Now going around it, there's nothing around, and we're going to cover this in a couple of seconds, but basically this is how the box really looks when you look at it. When you go on the top, you do have another little plastic that you can take off, but I'm going to leave it because it is going to keep it really nice and clean. And this is how it looks. So he does have their model in the front. And then once you go to one side of it, you do have a TF card reader. You do have USB 3.0, one USB 2.0. Going to the back part of it, you have an IR connection, so you can connect it to older type of TV. Then you do have an Ethernet connection. You have a HDMI connection, then SPDIF or optical audio connection, and then you do have the power connection, which is USB Type-C. Going on the other side, you just have one button, which does indicate that this is for power, which is really good. And then going on the front, there's nothing. But once you flip it on the bottom, you do have these four little legs, and these legs are designed exactly like their logo. I really like that. So there's that they have placed together to make this really for BuzzTV. There's holes for ventilation. You do have a big sticker with their company name and also model ID, so you never make a mistake which one you have. There is an FCC ID. You can search that on Google. I'm sure it will direct you back to BuzzTV, which is really good. And then you do have the MAC address and serial number, which mine is blocked, which is really good. I want to make sure that I place it on the table, and when you move it, it does move easily. So these little rubber legs really not going to help you out that much with the power pole, or should I say when you connect your HDMI or the power itself, if it is to the back, it will pull it. So yes, that will be pulled. For CEC purposes, we will connect the HDMI first. Now what I'm trying to say is, if you have your HDMI first before it comes on, then that way the box knows exactly what resolution to push on the TV or grab from the TV. And then go ahead and connect your power. As you can see, there is a little blue light, and let's go to the TV. So as soon as you turn on, you will get this little logo, and make sure you have your remote on hand. And there you go. As soon as it goes in, you have to use your remote to press next, and then it will ask you to pair the remote. And as you can see, it already found the remote because we pressed it once, and now it tells you that you have to calibrate the TV itself. Mine is already there. You can see it's all the way on the corners, and I do not have to set this up, so I'll just press OK. And now it says to select your language and your time zone. It already knows where you are because of your IP, but you're not connected to the internet yet. So for that, you need to select your zone first. And once you get here, you can connect it to any of the names, as you can see. And let's go through and connect it to Wi-Fi 6. Once you process it, it should automatically go through, connect, and there you go. Now, it should already check for update. And if there is an update, which it shows right over here, it's going to get that update for you. So right now it's just checking to make sure everything is okay, but you can scroll down and you can read what are the new updates are from and when is it. So it's right there. It is from today, and which we are making the video is right there, the date, which is really good again. And then once it's done, then you can click on download. So it's already processing it by itself. So we're not going to bore you guys. We will fast forward this scene. So here you go. Once the download is done for very first time, you will get this to reboot. So you need to click on OK, and it will reboot. And there you go. The first screen that comes up is the actual buzz. And then their nice animation. Now, this is the first screen. I have to mention that once the animation was done, this took roughly about 40 seconds for it to come up. 35 to 40 seconds. So be patient once you get to that part. But once you're here, this is how everything has been set up. And now it's slowly going to install the apps and its settings. So this is how the main page really looks. So let's try to see if we have Air Mouse, and we do have an Air Mouse. With this remote, you can see that there's a search, then you have home, you do have apps, you can select it, then you do have the settings, you can click and this little pop-up will come up, which is a really nice thing to see. And then you have settings and then server settings. We will go through these. I have to mention, if you are going to watch the full review, server settings and more going to be added inside. But you have date and time and also your temperature where you reside at that moment. And then you can see it is connected via Wi-Fi. Bluetooth is on because the remote is connected, and Ethernet is not connected. No. You do go to update, which we already updated this box, and then add it home. You can click on it, and then it will tell you how you will be able to select more or less. And you also have the Buzz utility. Now inside of it, there's a bunch of stuff you can do. Something like system update, power options. You can click on it, and then this way you can say how it should be actioned for you. On top of that, when you go on the bottom, you do have it. So as soon as you turn it on, where it should go automatically. I'm going to leave it as default, but you can set it up as live TV. As soon as you turn it on, automatically logs into your server and then live TV. That should really help you out. Except that you can go to settings, and this is the main settings, how everything looks. But there are a few things I am sure you're going to ask. So let's go to device preferences and then go to about. Over here you can see the name is written right, and it is running OS 14, which is really cool. Now that's not the only thing. Let's get out of it. You can see the date and time, and also the weather is on the top. But once you go to home, you can see there is really cool information above. And then once you go down under Buzz 6, everything is set up over here that you can play with. And then you also have some information at the bottom. Now these are the recommended app that they have placed, and in this way you can play with it, and we will get to that in a few seconds one by one. Doesn't matter if it is going to be the remote app or more. Now when you go down, you do have some YouTube information, or how-to guide is over here. They have made some videos, and this way you're going to get some assistance through it. You can also add a row by just clicking, and it will be able to add your favorite channels. Or if you have radio set up, yes, some providers do provide you with not only VOD but radio. Some of them going to mix your TV series with VOD, some of them going to keep it separate. So this is really cool that you can provide that. And also you can add some apps, and you just have to name it, and voila, it's going to be done for you all on the main page. So this is it. Let's go next and play more. Now the first thing we're going to capture is going to be YouTube. Now as soon as it comes up, this is the menu I have to get to, and here you go. Now on the top it says quality. As a default it plays it as 1080p because we are capturing it as 1080p. So let's click on it, and this is how you will be able to go to 2K. You can see this is 1080p, this is 2K. It looks like this video is just 2K. So let's just get out of it, go to another video, and there you go. Now we are able to go to 1080p, then 2K and 4K. By default this already played it on 4K, but let's go through and get some geeky info. Now once you go to it, this is what you should see as framework right here. It says 1080p, 1 frame drop, and this is the numbers that is playing right now. On top of that, once you go to the current optimization, this is set up, so this is 4K. Over here is 2K. Now when you go on the volume, you can see it's there too. The codec is using is VP9 on OPUS. The color is there too. The connection speed is really good. Again, we're running on Wi-Fi. and then the network activity is right underneath of it, and the buffer. But if you go back on the top, you can see the frame drop is still on just 1. So YouTube on this is a pass. The next thing we will launch will be AIDA64 or AIDA64. Now as soon as it comes up, we will go to System, and here you can see the name is there. Now when you go to Manufacturer, it says Shining Worth, and then the model numbers G10X5. You can see that they haven't renamed much of the stuff. So I am sure that BuzzTV support is watching this and they're going to fix that. The platform is just called S6. The RAM is 4 GB, and you can see the total memory inside of it. This one is 64 GB internal storage. You can see how much is available. The rest of them has been partitioned. Some of them going to be for backup, and some of them going to be used more around. Bluetooth on this is Bluetooth 5.2, but this one just shows 4+. Every time we go with this app using AM Logic, always shows 4+. The next part is going to be the CPU. You can see on the top that this is Cortex A510. It is running on 2400 megahertz. It is quad-core processor. It is a 64 ARM, but running on 32. And the CPU is there. And the ones that are running and the ones that are sleeping. And the scaling governor is on schedule, which is really cool, but the CPU utilization is right above it. The next part is going to be display. So as a native resolution, it's always going to run it as 1080p, 61 dpi. Also the GPU vendor is ARM, and the GPU rendering on is Mali G31, which is a single core processor running on 60 Hz, and this is oriented on landscape mode, and OpenGL is 3.2, which means your gaming will be nice and smooth. Network is really good place to check, and this one do run the Wi-Fi 6, but on this should tell you that Wi-Fi or 5G network is supported. Once you go to Android, you can see right on the top that this is running upside down cake, which is OS 14, and the rest of the information is underneath of it. Here's the best part. A lot of different boxes always blocks this. This is going to tell you the CPU, also how hot it will get, and also the rest of it. There you go. This one is showing both of them. The big part is going to be the codecs. So here are all the codecs that you require to play with this box. And since this is a very powerful box, you can see all of them that is there. And the one that everybody's asking for is called AV1, which is part of the box. So we do not have to get it, or you do not have to clone it, or in this case, just install it and then say, oh yeah, it doesn't work. This one do work. So that's why we really like it. You can see it right over here too, that the Android version itself also come with AV1 for the decoder, which is really good. Now H.263, 64 are already part of it, and VP8 and VP9 are also there. So this was AIDA64 or AIDA64. Now the next thing we will capture will be Geekbench. Now as soon as you bring it up, you will be getting 197 for single core and 709 for multi-core. Now it shows that this does the job very good because it's running on operating 14. But again, it's a BuzzBox. The next thing we're going to capture will be VLC for video player. So it's already come with it. I do not have to download it or anything. We just have to launch it, and as soon as you hook up your USB, the files will show up right away. So if I have to go here and the videos, here you go, my files already showed up. So now this is the 1080p. We will just click on it. Takes a couple of seconds and it starts playing it for us really nicely. Now there is a sound, yes, and I am sure that you can hear it, but I'm just going to bring down the volume a little bit so that way our voice can come to this also. And here you go. So this is a perfect player. There's no stop to. As soon as you press play, it start playing it for you. Now this one is also a 4K video that we have shot, and you can see the fans are in the background, and there's going to be a bird flying. You can see the map is really big, so there is everything that you see, the water, the shore, everything is accurate. There's no pixelization using this, and that's what we are looking for when we play these type of videos. Again, it's perfect. I don't see anything that can cause this to stop. In some boxes, I am sure that when I'm playing this, you see it stop, or the voice stops, or the voice playing, the picture stops, but this one is just keep playing. Now this again is just a regular 4K. Now I have one more video, and this one is 4K and 10 bits. Takes a couple of seconds. Actually, it didn't even do it, and you can see on the top it said HDR10. Again, it plays it really good. You can see all the birds that are just flying, and the camera just pans down. It is perfect, and no, there is no stop. It automatically quickly start playing everything for you, and there is no pixelization when it zooms in or zooms out. This is a really good sign that this box will do the job for you perfectly. So the video player, doesn't matter if it's regular 1080p or even if it's 4K and 10-bit, plays it flawlessly. So this passes the test. The next thing we will launch will be a speed test. Bottom that we have two Wi-Fi, which we did first, and then we went to the LAN connection. So for the first one, we can click on it, and you can see for my download we got 683, and for my upload I got 30.8. Now remember, I have a gigabit internet where I am today, and also my upload rate is only capped on 30, but you can see I'm exceeding. It goes over on what we are really looking for. You can see also the ping is only 17, which is really good, is really low. And right here we can see our download rate is over here too, and our upload rate is right beside it. But again, these are just pings on what numbers we're getting. Here's a good number. Now that's the first time that we processed. Here's the date, by the way. And then once you go to the second time that we have done, you can see on Wi-Fi we received 707 megabits per second, and our upload rate went to 30.2. Again, it's not that bad, but it's about 2 megabits lower, and my idle time went up. But what we are really happy about is our download rate. So that means is even if you have a pure 4K file, will come through without an issue. Now once we placed it under LAN connection, we went to 940. That means its full capacity of download is possible, and then my upload rate is about 31, which again we have about 32, so it is just a dot down. My idle time is 19, which is really good. And then once you go back, now we have our download rate for the bigger one. This one is 928 megabits per second for download, and 31.1 is for my upload. Now if I go down, I have 17 for my idle and 48 for my download. Again, the 17 really plays along. That is really cool. And again, you can see there is 0 packet data loss, which is really good. So these are the numbers that we got, and you can see that right here, that how much it went up. It's a really good number for download, as you can see. Now when we change it to upload, you can see it's really staying steady on all the 4 connections that we have done, or 4 tries that we have done, 2 for Wi-Fi and 2 for LAN, that it does the job for us perfectly. So we do not have to really worry about what can happen. Now I haven't done anything under video, so we will capture that later. But this was our speed test. The next thing we want to capture is going to be BuzzTV Remote Update. Once you click on it, they don't have much options inside of it. As you can see that it does have the remote status. There you go. The current version, the new firmware is right over here. So it looks like we do have the latest version available for download, and then the battery level. So let's go click on update, and now the remote will get updated by itself. We just have to get a couple of seconds for it to go to the servers and then download the file. As you can see, it is downloading right now. And then once it's done, I am sure your remote does not need to be rebooted or anything. It's just going to get updated. Now, not to bore you guys, we will fast forward some of these scenes. And there you go. Once it is done, the bottom button, which is this one right over here, says finish. Now we can just click on finish, and we're done. All the links will be available where you can order it from at the bottom of this video and also on our website. Except that this was our take. I hope you guys like our video. If you do like it, click the like button, subscribe button on the top, comment on the bottom. Always remember to visit our own website, which is xctex.info. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and other social networking places. And thank you.